Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about you should be buying, renting, or doing a little bit of both and buy a condo or co-op. Let's get right into it. Let's get the first things out the way. When you buy a condo slash co-op, you're really doing a little bit of both of buying and renting. And the reason I say this is because you can buy a condo slash co-op cash and you own it outright. But you're still going to be paying that association fee every month. And that is very similar to paying rent. So now that we got that out the way, let's talk about who a condo slash co-op is for. If you're older and you're looking to move into a place where you're not going to have to cut the grass, clean the snow, or focus on the roof and outside maintenance, then a condo slash co-op is perfect for you because all you have to worry about is the living space inside of your unit. This is so important because there is a lot of older couples that it's not just because they don't want to do it, but it's because they can't. So it's a lot better for these people to buy condos slash co-ops. They can just buy a place, and there's some very nice condos and co-ops for 55 and older. They just buy a place and then they can move in and they don't have to worry about anything. All they have to worry about is keeping the inside clean and livable, and that is very doable for a lot of these people. Imagine you were an older couple and you cannot do hard labor anymore and condos slash co-ops didn't exist. You would be in a world of trouble because you cannot clean the outside of your house, but you have to. But thankfully we have condos slash co-ops and they're a perfect fit for older couples. Now who else is a perfect fit for condos slash co-ops? And a perfect fit for condos slash co-ops is students. A lot of students, they're used to living in a dorm and they don't gotta focus on the outside maintenance. A lot of people also don't want to focus on the roof leaking or if the boiler slash furnace is having issues. They just want to focus on their living space. So for those people, condos slash co-ops are also perfect options. Now this brings me to the third type of person I think that condo slash co-ops are a perfect fit, and that is for people who are extremely busy. If you have a very high demanding job, then condo slash co-ops are probably the best option for you. And the reason I say this is because you already have enough to worry about at your high demanding job. So you don't need the roof leaking, the boiler stops working, the furnace stops working. You don't need that extra stress in your life. So how would you make your life easier? Is buy a condo slash co-op, and now you don't gotta focus on any of that. All you gotta focus is on the inside of your apartment, which is a lot more manageable than focusing on a whole house. In a house, you would be taking care of everything: the grass, if it snows, roof, systems, plumbing. In a condo, you just gotta worry about the living space and that you don't mess it up too much. In my opinion, who should be renting? I think someone that should be renting is someone that has a very unstable job, and what I mean by that is that they're moving around very often. At that point, I really wouldn't suggest anybody to buy because you might be here for 6 months or a year, but then you gotta go to another part of the world to continue working. So if that's the case, then I would definitely tell you to rent. Another type of person that I think should be renting is someone that doesn't want as much responsibility as owning a condo slash co-op, but still doesn't want to focus on cutting the grass or doing any sort of maintenance outside of the house or with the systems. Renting is perfect for these people because they still get the same benefits of owning a co-op where they don't gotta cut the grass, remove the snow, or fix the roof. I think the same people that buy a co-op could almost be the same people that rent. The only big difference is that when you buy a co-op, you have a lot more responsibility because you own this place. When you rent, you don't own the house in any sort of way, so you just renting, so there's no responsibility there. So I think that people who should be renting are those that don't want that much responsibility or ownership of a property. And if you do want ownership of the property, then I would suggest you probably don't buy a co-op or a condo. And there's different types of condos slash co-ops. You have side by side, you have apartment buildings, you really have everything. So if you're thinking of owning your own place but you don't want to do any sort of maintenance, then a condo slash co-op is a perfect fit for you. Now for the final one, who should be buying a property? I think if you have kids, then you should probably be buying a property. And the reason I say that is because kids require a lot of space, they're very noisy. So if you're renting, that's probably gonna cause you issues with the other tenants. And if you own a condo, then that's probably also gonna run you issues. And also condos have very strict rules on how many people can live there. They also have very strict rules on pets. And a lot of kids, they want pets. So condos are definitely not going to be an option for you. Who should be buying a property? I think someone that should be buying a property is someone that sees themselves living in the place that they're buying for at least 5 or more years. I think this gives you enough time to build some equity to where renting, you would have lost all that money. But if you would have bought, you build some equity, so when you sell, you're gonna get some money back. If you see yourself living in a place for a long time, definitely buy, because I sell a lot of multifamilies and I help people rent, and I see this scenario over and over again. There's people that are renting and they've been renting there for 10, 20. I've seen somebody renting in the same place for 25 years. So that's all good that they enjoy where they live. But the issue is when the owner decides to sell that property. When the owner decides to sell that property, he's most likely gonna kick everyone out. Especially because most times if someone's living there for 25 or even 5+ years, they're probably not charging market rent. So when a new person comes in and buys a house, usually a multifamily, then they're gonna want everyone to leave, or they're gonna require you to pay market value. And market value is sometimes increases of $500, $600, $700. So it's a complete lifestyle change. And if you would have just bought 10, 20 years ago, you'd probably be paying less a month and nobody would be able to kick you out because you own your home. It's not like when you're renting. So that brings me to a very important point. If you like being in control of where you live, how you live, then you should own. Because when you rent, you gotta go by other people's rules, and if they do decide to sell, or if they decide to just kick you out, you really don't have that much control. Yeah, you can stay there for 3, maybe even 6 months, but at the end of the day, they're gonna take you out. So if you want more control, definitely buy, never rent. Because I see this play out over and over and over again, where somebody is very comfortable living, but they're paying $900 a month, and they really should be paying $1,600 a month. So when that new owner comes, bad news, and they know it's gonna happen, because I see this, like I said, over and over again. The first thing they ask the people living there, oh, are they gonna raise rents? And of course they're gonna raise rents. People know that they're paying under market value. So it's also no surprise to them when they get asked to either pay market rent or leave. Just to recap this video, I think you should be buying a co-op/condo if you want to own the place, but you don't want to clean outside or have any of those responsibilities. Now, I think you should be renting if you don't want to own the place and you don't want to have any responsibilities when it comes to the furnace, the boiler, cutting the grass, cleaning the snow, if you live in a place that even snows. So I think you should be renting in that case. But if you want a little bit more ownership, definitely buy a condo/co-op. Now, if you like to control your life and you don't want anybody kicking you out and you want more stability, definitely buy a house, because the bank cannot come and tell you that you gotta go. And that happens so much with multifamilies. Like I said, new owners come and they tell everybody they gotta go. Sometimes they don't even give you the option to pay market value rent. So a lot of people don't think about that, and they just rent and rent and rent and think there's no consequences. Trust me, there's consequences if you want to stay there for a long time, because you're gonna be asked to move and you're gonna have no control over it. Own if you want more control and stability. Rent if you don't want any responsibilities. And buy a condo if you want responsibilities and ownership, but you don't want to do maintenance. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave it a like, subscribe if you want to, and if you have any question, be sure to leave it in the comments and I'll probably get back to you within a day. Like I said, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.